check, check. I think we are good. Make sure it comes in on this end. Cool. Good morning, everybody. It is early morning stream today. Yeah. But for those that are on TikTok or on Instagram, I'm actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I'm going to be reading chat and answering questions. So if you want to say something, go over to YouTube. It is free, and that's also where all my cosplay tutorials are if you want to learn to make your own costumes. So yeah, for those that here on YouTube, good morning. Yeah, hi Wizard, and oh, I can never pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Magoose? No. I can't say it. Good morning. I'm too tired. But yeah, it's been a bit since I streamed. I did a convention 2 weeks ago. Went back home to Texas. It was a great convention, but I ended up getting really, really sick for like a week and a half. I'm feeling a lot better, but I am still not 100%. So, but yeah. Updates. I don't have any other conventions planned for the rest of the year, so we'll see if I get invited or not. Whatever. I got my own stuff to work on. I've got kitties to keep me company. Miss Nami's up here watching the butterflies out the window. But I did finish Dark Magician Girl. I have 2 tutorials that I plan on making for it, one for the hat and one for the staff. And then today we will be working on Lady Loki. So yes, I've been kind of working on it in the background, but I've now started actually working on it. So yeah. And I'll show you kind of what I've been doing with it so far. So this, I 3D modeled and printed this. This is part of the helm. And then the horns. So I had a little bit of an issue, printing issue. So this is all I have to show. But it actually it's a pretty good print. But I ran out of filament, and I'm glad I did because I went down to check, and this part it didn't go. So I have a new printer bed for the Prusa XL, a textured one, which is working great. So I've been trying to push it to the max. So basically when it prints, this one, it prints flat on like the bed, and then it goes and it's like this far off the ground for the point, so it goes like that much more. But it's a tiny little support tree, and the support tree held, but the 3D printed part did not. So I've been kind of playing around with settings to see, but it ends up having a big support tree. This is the other one that failed. So what are you doing, Yum Noms? But yeah, so this one goes in, I believe it goes in this one. And I have it designed where I will put magnets in it. So it'll end up being, to kind of give you an idea, so this part will end up coming, I think, to about here still. So if you complete that line, and then obviously this part will be round. But that's a bit of what I got. So yeah, you're going apple picking in an hour, but we'll hang. Ooh, that seems like fun. Which what type of apples do they have at it? No. You're going to run into so many things. Yeah, I will. But that's why it's magnets, so they'll be easy to come off. So yeah. But in terms of other things for this costume, I think you've seen everything. We did it like a few months ago when I was printing the chains, and then I did a different cosplay. But otherwise, I've been working on patterns, so we're gonna be putting some together today, and then probably cutting out fabric. It's gonna be a short stream today. I got lots of stuff to do, and I wanted to get a stream in and not wait till 1. So yes, we're gonna do that, and then I'll work with the printer later too. So, let me flip over. What do you think, Nom-Noms? What do you think? She's so happy. Alright, we'll see. Hopefully her tail will not be in the way. Good question. I'm not sure what apple varieties they have. Never been to a farm before, and they don't seem to be listed on the website. Well, farms are really fun. As someone whose family owned a dairy farm, but I've never been apple picking either. I don't think I've seen apples on a tree in person. We do have, so the house behind me, they have peaches, and then I grew up, and my grandma, and she had peaches on the tree, so we have those. I also grew up with mulberries on trees. I loved them. Picking those were great. And then I've seen more like in-ground like fruits and veggies, but not a lot of tree stuff. So that'd be cool. Ah. Alrighty. Yeah, I know they have an apple vineyard here, but I haven't been to it. They also have raspberry ones. I ended up getting a raspberry plant last year, and I was so excited because I love raspberries. That was a mistake. Raspberry plants are terrible. They're like rose bushes with so many thorns. I didn't pick a single one off, but I was like, nope, this is not working, and it didn't really last here. We had a bad season for plants last year. But we do have... What are you doing? Oh, a leaf. A leaf fell. Are you excited about the leaf? Just trying to get the leaf now. But we do have a tomato plant again, and it's going wonderfully. Hey, no. Morning, Mel. How are you? So basically the pattern that I made for this one is what you can see here, this image here. This is Lady Loki, the version I'm doing. I don't remember the person who modeled it. I have their info later, but I don't remember off the top of my head. And this is their belts and the 3 skirts. And I plan on for this, the belt making it out of leather, and then for the belt buckle, and then the end piece on the belt, the little, I don't know what it's called, the metal piece at the end. I'll end up 3D modeling those and printing them, and then these parts. Voila. And then I will cut the belts out of leather, and then for the skirts, I have some fabric for it, so we'll be doing that today. And there's 3 skirts. There's one in the front, and then there's 2 in the back, but it's a, it doesn't cover the back. It's like on the cheeks, the outer cheeks, if you know what I mean. But she has a giant cape, so you won't be seeing my bum, which is good. But yeah, it should be a fairly simple costume. I've got most of the 3D printing, like, I've already modeled everything, and most stuff is already 3D printed. And then it's pretty much just a small fabric thing with the cape and stuff. I'm excited though for the breastplate and middle section. I just got some more Warbler, which, by the way, Warbler is hard to get now. With all the tariffs and stuff here in the US, a lot of the places I got Warbler were international, so I had to find a different location. But apparently Blix now has it, so that's where I got it. Otherwise, every single place that I used to get it is like, oh, we don't ship to your country anymore. So yeah. But I plan on doing the breastplate and then the middle tummy section to the belly button out of Warbler as a base. And then I'll add on some EVE foam decoration onto the breast area. And then I'll cover it with my vinyl. So, and then back in with airbrush painting. And then for the middle tummy section, there's like a scale-like design. And I want to try doing a technique that I saw where it's basically like you're using silicone and then you're dabbing it, so you push out a bead, so it's kind of does that scale look, so it's, you have this, like the teardrop, but then when you push it at an angle, so the top part that's round ends up being more three-dimensional, and then you go lower, so you can kind of make this scale-like look. I'm explaining it terribly, but that's kind of the goal I have in my head that I want to try. So, we're doing that. You little tail keeps getting in the way now, Noms. She snuggled so hard last night. There was not a pillow between us. It was her on my head. Watching my Korean shows. It's very cute though. But yeah, haven't been doing too much though, just because of just being sick. So, has anybody done anything in the last few weeks since I haven't caught up with anybody? I know we're streaming at a weird time too, so. Put your logo on one of the medallions or whatever. That's a cool idea. Well, let me take note. I like that idea. I've kind of almost, because of y'all, all of your suggestions, I've started like kind of doing my logo on certain cosplays now. I like it. It's like the tiny little Easter egg too, where if I don't say it, you're like, oh, what's that? Yeah. Still working on stuff. Just started doing beadwork on the hat. Also started working on Arif. Ooh, fun! Are you... trying to think. I know you've done all of the main circly parts that are like on the shoulders. They have it on the hat, I'm pretty sure, if I remember. I don't remember my design honestly. Let's see, what parts are there? I'm like so blanked. It's been a while now. Are you doing the front or the back of the hat? Because the back, if you're using my pattern, I had like this huge ash flower. And that one would be a lot of beadwork. But then I know that the front, I've got the gold piece, and then I think they're the teardrop-like pieces, if I remember right. I did on the hat part. Maybe. Yeah. Christmas. Okay, I saw that in Discord, Mel. Yeah. With oh. By the way, cheers. But yeah, Malgi. I'm gonna try starting calling you Malgi. I messed that up really bad. Sorry. Even though you're real. That's why I'm tired. I did real and Malki for I don't know. But yeah, I saw that in Discord and I didn't read any of it. I was like, this looks like a Santa one. Are you doing it for Hallmat? Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna cover now. Okay. Okay. She's like, this is my spot. My spot. Also, for those that are watching on like TikTok and Instagram, you can see my crazy mannequin that I have hidden in the back so I don't get flagged. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all can tell I'm tired. Just a wee bit. And Sir Wizard got to experience me firsthand since he came to the convention I guested at. And Captain Company the whole weekend. Got to see me really at my finest, I guess, or my tiredest, and especially because the flight was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. It was like, I was supposed to get in on that Friday at like 10 p.m. and, so it was, I went from Nebraska to Dallas, and then I was supposed to take one tiny little flight from Dallas to Wichita Falls, which is like a 20-minute flight. But we had bad weather in Dallas, and it ended up getting delayed by an hour, which that's fine. I can deal with that. And then we finally got to get on the plane. And then we started getting rain and lightning, and we ended up we couldn't get off the plane. We sat on the plane while it was raining and everything for 2 hours. And luckily it was a very, like, every person had 2 seats to themselves because nobody was flying at that time. So it could have been a lot worse. And the flight attendants were super nice, and they were giving us like water and snacks and stuff. So it was great. Just not great that we had to sit there for 2 hours. So I didn't end up, I didn't get to my hotel room until, I want to say, like 2:30 a.m. And then I had to wake up at like, I think 6 or 7 or whatever so I could get into cosplay. It was terrible. I was so tired, but the staff was wonderful to me. They were all just like, yeah, we understand you're a bit out of it. So it was a lot of flying. But so far you've done beadwork for all of the sleeves, the bodice collar, and really short skirt. For the hat, you're doing beadwork on the front and back. Started with the tail. Oh, okay. The tail things were fun. The green little tail things with the gold trims in it. Oh, those. I want to say when I made Seth, the green little tail thing, like bow tail things, those were my favorite. As well as I really liked making, so with her sleeve ruffle thingies, the longer of the two. So the one that's like the normal green color, not the dark green color, with all of the white trim and stuff. Like, those, I don't know why, those were fun for me to make. Yeah. You see something on those? I'm waiting for it to start raining as well. We're in the middle of getting a bunch of storms. And it's spooter season. I hate the spooter seasons. But there's one, we have spearmint plants, and when they flower, they attract tons and tons of flies, and these, I don't know what type of bug they are. We didn't know if they were lightning bugs, because they're kind of similar, but they're not. It's something here in the Midwest that I've never seen in Texas. But the flies are really annoying, because it's like hundreds and hundreds of flies on them. And we ended up getting a spider that moved in, a huge ass spider, and he's in our big floor-to-ceiling window, and he creeps me out, but he keeps catching all the flies, and I'm happy about that, so I'm letting him stay there, but now we're starting to get tons of little spider nests everywhere, and I hate them. And it's weird, there's like full-on spider seasons here in Nebraska, and I just have not gotten used to it. Watch your little tail. Watch your tail. Alright, so this one is the back skirty skirt. Nothing fancy, it's like a rectangle with a point. Yep. Let me tell you, you spent time talking with Tiff and you start losing the ability to talk normal. I mean, yeah, it didn't help. I was really tired, but you definitely lost brain cells. I don't know why though. I don't feel like I make people talk worse, but I do because my speech is terrible. Like, I know what I'm talking about. I just sound like I'm stupid. Yeah. Welcome on Inca. I know I mispronounced that, sorry. Really excited to get to making the sleeves especially. They're so detailed. Yeah, they're really pretty. The dark green one, I don't know if you'll, I'd be curious, because the dark green one technically has like tiny little flower details, and I 3D modeled them, which the CAD's available, but I know you're beading a lot of stuff, so I'm curious how you're gonna take that part. If you're gonna end up doing like these little intricate, like, if you're gonna hand make the flowers with like a ribbon design kind of thing, or if you're gonna bead the flowers, or like how's that gonna go? Yeah. Yum-nums. Yum. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one. Am I feeling better? I am feeling better, but I'm still not 100%. Yeah. So I'm good enough where I can go out, not contagious anymore, and like I didn't leave the house. Like, I normally don't leave the house for like a week at a time, but I didn't leave the house for like over a week and a half this time, and I was going a bit stir crazy, but I also didn't really remember like half of last week because I was just so out of it and so drugged up on like medicine. So it was not fun. No. But definitely feeling better. Been trying to go out and just like walk, and I'm trying to get back into doing my little yoga stretches and stuff, because I used to do that pretty much every other night to help with the endometriosis, just because it helps with blood flow and everything, but I hadn't really been able to do that while I was sick, just because I was in so much pain and so much like it was terrible. Ugh. Thank you for helping. So yeah. Get some spiders in your workshop. They are supposed to kill the annoying bugs that they don't. Yeah, mine here do at least, but I don't know what's worse. So they're not in Texas, we always had the, I really hate spiders, by the way, and I apologize for those that hate them as well. But, we had like, they were like the banana spiders, so they got these really long, creepy legs that I hated. Ugh. They were always on, like, in the country, and they loved the windows. We don't have them here, but we have, like, a smaller version. It's kind of weird. And then we have so many creepers in the basement, like with the... I scream every time I see them. I spray the basement constantly. Something I never had a basement before until moving here. And the like, I don't know which ones are which, the millipedes or centipedes or, but we get those and they creep me out, and I find them dead everywhere because I'm constantly spraying the basement. Which is good, but then it's also like, there's more. So yeah. Oh, yeah, they fired them. They weren't paying their rents on time, right? Yeah. You believe you beaded the flowers on the dark green sleeves? You've made a lot, so you have to check. Okay. Morning, honey bro. How are you? Yeah, I'd love to have an update at some point in Discord. Where I think you shared it in Discord. I know I've seen the pictures. I don't know if you sent it to me on there or on Instagram. So. So, doing okay, yeah. Feeling better, still not 100 though, so, but thank you. Yeah, I did end up getting a new game though, so the new Borderlands 4 game. Loving it! Loving all the collectibles, so I'm playing it with my spouse, and he knows I go off, and I tend to not actually play the missions, like the main campaign, and he's understanding, but he does get frustrated at times, because apparently you were supposed to get, like, the vehicle, with the first mission, and you're supposed to have it, like, really early on in the game. But we didn't get it until level 12, because I just did every single side collectible in our area, and then I started doing missions, and I'm really bad at that with games, is I don't do the main quest. I'll like end up 100%ing an area without doing a single campaign, and then it's like, oh no, I gotta backtrack, which I hate doing that, but it's like I'm a collectible person. I will say though, the game's crashed twice now. I'm having a hard time with the graphics on. We've tried a lot of stuff, and for some reason we've tried so many different options to try, and something with the lighting, it is like staticky, and we've got it the best that we can, but it's so bad and it's really annoying. But the one kind of mission side mission thingy, it's not spoilers or anything, is there's these propaganda ones where it's like loudspeakers and you have to stop them from the loudspeakers, and then you get these waves of enemies that come. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. But like every time they load in, my game just goes like and then it's fine, but it's terrible. Yeah, not having fun with that. Yes, I'll post my pictures on Discord soon. Work has gotten a bit busier lately, so I haven't been posting. Oh, good. If I remember right, aren't you a teacher? And you were doing it like on the side? Because it would make sense if it's school started, so you'd be a lot busier. I don't 100% remember, but I want to say you're a teacher if I remember right. With my peanut brain. But yeah, Borderlands has been fun. I've been watching some people play. It's the Beast Within, the Days Light? No, it's not Days Light. It's Dying Light. Been watching that. So it seems interesting. I don't know if I would play it though. So graphic designer, but I did used to teach. Okay. I don't know where I got that. But cool though. Yes, you got Liz on it. I'm sorry. You're having so much fun in here, though. You are. Yeah. She's so big now. We weighed her So Yuki weighs 10 pounds now. Nami weighs 11.4 or 7, something like that. And she's still not done growing. You can see it in her face. Like, she's funny because she'll go in stages. She's still only a year old. So, and with ragdolls, they grow up until 4 years. Like, they really grow in the first 2 years, but then after that they, like, slow down. But with her, she does funny proportions where one part of her will be big, but then the rest of it seems disproportionate and small. And then all of a sudden it'll, like, fix itself and, like, it goes back and forth. So, yeah. You know, moms, I just moved these because I wanted to use them. Thank you. So this is my spot, not yours. Okay, this one, I believe, is not there. What is this one? Okay, well, we're just gonna connect these then. She ended up putting all of my paper, well, I did it, but because of her, I put it in different spots. Say your grandbaby is 5, can't believe, oh, well, happy birthday to them! Have you made them an outfit yet? I know you've done some, but I don't know if this one you've made something yet. Also, that's really hard for me to believe still. You're so young. I have seen a lot more, oh, what are they? Like the simulator games. So I really liked the TGC, the trading card, or TCG. Sorry, I'm like TGC, that's mine. But the trading card simulator. So I had that one as a game. It was a lot of fun. And then now I saw there's like so many different versions. Like obviously all the grocery store ones and all. But there was one that was, it was for a bookshop, and it looked really cool because all of the graphics, normally with these, it's the same copy pasta, like it's all the same graphics that somebody just bought. This one looks like, the only way I can describe it is the Disney game, the Disney Fantasy Worlds, like MMO or whatever. I never played it, but where everything looks cutesy and fancy and whimsical, and you can tell with this one somebody made them all, or they found some assets that I hadn't seen before. But it looks really good. Kind of tempted I might get it. And then there was another one that was it Water Park Simulator? And I was really interested in that one. And I've been watching a few streamers play it, but the only downfall with that, it's expensive for a non-finished game. I want to say it was like $25, and it had so many problems, and it's like, it's one that I would like, but I'm gonna wait a bit. So that's kind of where I am. I like having cutesy little small games on the side that I can just like hyperfixate on, besides like my house flipper game. Oh, and I did finish Abiotic Factor. Highly recommend that if y'all have not. Really great game. Thank you. Not this year. His mom already got his costume. Ah, okay. You know, what was it, like 2 years ago, I remember you made everybody's Halloween costume, if I remember right. Only a few more pages to put together, and then we can start cutting out some of the fabric. So this one's the front skirt, and it's at a weird angle here because it's based on, so I plan on with the skirts, they're gonna be permanently attached to the belt. And the belt, the angle that they go on is this, so I want it to be hidden. So that's kind of how that one is done, where the back ones, technically they don't go underneath, but they go on the top part and then they kind of flap over. Not that anybody is gonna see it because I'm gonna be wearing this huge cape, but yeah. Okay, this one attaches to here, and these parts we already printed. So for those that are on TikTok or on Instagram, I'm live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I am reading chat and answering questions. So head over to YouTube. It is free, and that's also where all of my tutorials are if you want to get into cosplay. So yeah. Yep, you done a few costumes for him? Yee. Alright. Yeah, this one, it's probably really hard to see, especially because my image is in the way. But I have really faint lines of marking where things are supposed to overlap because there's like 4 different belts and they kind of like, they do like that where they sit partly and then there's certain attachment spots. And so there's tons of little faint lines. So a little harder to see, but. Okay, there's that. And then that can go over there. And then this one, I believe attaches here. Now I'm not going to cut out the belts because I'm not making them quite yet. I have actually not looked to see if I have leather downstairs, enough that I want. I always save all of my leather, and I have like a bunch on hand, but I plan on doing, so they're supposed to be brown, and I want to get veg tan leather, and then I want to do traditional leather dye versus airbrush painting. Love airbrush painting leather, but certain parts of working with leather, I really still want to enjoy the traditional craftsmanship of working with it. So that's what I plan on for this. That's the little doohickey I was talking about. The end for the belt of, I don't know. Also, this belt is like totally non-functioning. This was the best I could do with the reference of like the artist who created, so the one that we are doing, which is here, based off of this figurine, they just did something with belts. It is non-functioning whatsoever. Like, it does not make sense of, so it's, I did as best as I could, but yeah, it's very, I don't know what they were thinking. Alright, we're done with this. Oh, stretchy stretch. Oh. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay. Oh, I can show you all of the materials and things. I showed some of it on like the Guess My Next Cosplay a long time ago, but yeah, I will show y'all. Okay, some of this I'm using, some of them not. So this is the green that we're gonna be using for cutting out the skirt parts. So we'll be using this side, but they're lightweight, just kind of flappity doos. And then this will be the main one that we're using. I tried finding scale-like designs, but I was not happy with the ones that actually looked like scales. They ended up looking too mermaidy. But yeah, this is from Blue Moon Fabrics. It's a PU hipster something. And it's 4-way. So it's nice. It's got that kind of design. So I'm gonna use this on like the sides to kind of give that scale, like snake-like look. It's the same. Here, y'all can see. Da-da-da-da, the skirt. So it's the same material that I used for Dark Magician Girl. So the blue and the pink here. So. Like the green diamond, yeah. And then I had a hard time. I didn't want to get just pure black fur. So I got this dark gray on Amazon. Now that Joann's is not around, finding fur in person was definitely a problem. But they're cut in 1 yard increments, so I have 2. But I plan on, with this, I'll end up airbrush painting some of it, and then let's see. Arm down. So this is this part. So it's more fuzzy on one side, but I do plan on just showing both sides. So this will be for the cape, and then the cape has all of this fur on it. So I'll end up distressing this green, and then I will end up attaching the fur and kind of ripping some stuff. It's an interesting cape because it's... I see it as like the Jon Snow black cape that he wears. The giant like fluffy shawl thing. But it's technically not behind the head for the fur. And then the fur for the cape, when it goes downward, it has the fur on the edges. So it's kind of like it's in transformation into a wolf, if that makes sense. So it's like in the process of changing. So. You like Big Z for getting faux fur? Trying to remember. I'm not 100% sure, but there was, I think it was them who were trying to work with me, and we had issues. Not... So, yeah, I'm not. Is cosplay for a specific con? Nah. Nope, this is just, same with I mean, I try to make them and, like, show new cosplays for conventions, but, these are just the, not ready-wear, like, more, these are the community cosplay builds. I need to come up with a better term for this. So these are, like the next cosplay I make is going to be a passion build, so that one will be for me, where this one and Dark Magician Girl, Magic, that were all community builds is what I classify them as. So they're not, I do like the characters, I'm having fun making them, but they're not necessarily like, I'm making them more to make patterns for and to have it where the community can follow tutorials and patterns and make it themselves, is kind of how I see them. So... not easy cosplay, but like, I don't know. I don't know what's long. They're all like costumes that I make in like 2 weeks. Where like the next build I do is gonna be a passion build, which will take like 2 months. And I'm trying to do it where I do 1 or 2 a year. So yeah. You'll have to share your Lady Loki on Discord. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, a few people have started saying like they're doing it, or they've done it. So I like seeing all the different versions. Okay, in terms of, so for the specific statue, technically the shoes are white. I did not like that, so I changed it to gold, which are these boots. And then it's gonna have this leather piece on top of the boot here that covers. But finding this specific color gold, I was not too happy with. And the gold, you're only gonna see like a tiny bit. So I ended up getting two different golds. This one's the one that I'm not gonna use. It ended up being too rosy. It's really hard to find this online of like what I thought. But it's pretty close, but it ended up being more rose gold. Where, like, I guess rose champagne, I don't know. But in terms of the details, so every other piece, including like the helmet and all of the buttons, these will end up, I'll paint them gold. And I didn't like the idea of this color gold as the main. So I ended up going with more of this color. So this is kind of the color that I'm going to try to mimic for all of my parts. Community cosplay builds. Yes. Thank you. I like that saying. I think that's kind of what I've been saying too, but I don't really know how to... I don't know if it comes across as what I think it comes across. But yes, that's what I like. So yeah, I'm gonna do this gold. I ended up getting this just because there's certain parts for like gold trim around the breast area. And I'm not doing this build. I will use a tiny bit of EVA foam, but I'm not having it where it is painted EVA foam. So I'm trying to do it where all of these I'll end up covering. And then for like the boots, she has, it goes like this high and the rest is that snake scale kind of fabric, and then it has a gold trim. So I'll end up doing my fake, can you not chew it? Thank you. I know, sorry. I'll end up doing it where I'll do fake leggings, so I'll have like nude leggings that I'll sew the green part to and the gold trim. So it'll make it a lot easier. But that, and then the last color, which I'm not too happy with, but this is the best that I could find, is this green. It is definitely it has more of a blue color to it, versus these two. Like it's a deep forest green, but in terms of why? Recommend restriction and search for it because you may be promoting a brand product or service. The restrictions will be removed. Oh. Okay. Apparently I'm promoting a brand, but I'm not. Okay. Never saw that on TikTok before. But yeah, so this one I was not a huge fan of, but I'm gonna use it only for the breast area here. And then I'll end up going in airbrush painting, so it should still look better. But that's the kind of colors that I'm using. So it's a lot of different greens. A lot. So, and no, I'm not promoting a brand, except for me. Stupid TikTok. Yeah, am I the brand? I don't know. I'm not streaming to make money. I'm just streaming to talk with the community. Put the shoe up real quick, and then we'll cut out things. How does that work then? Or I guess you have to say that you are, because I see on TikTok nothing but people that stand in front of like a million phones on live trying to sell stuff, and I'm not doing that. Okay. Is this overusing on me? What do you think? Does it have the sniffle approve? Yeah? Okay. Alrighty, so this fabric, I'm really only using it for the skirts. I might use it for part of the sleeve, but it's really not that type of material for that, so we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm actually doing the sleeves or not. And I think I got this at Hobby Lobby? Yeah. I've been kind of going in person back and forth between Hobby Lobby and Michael's just because Michael's hasn't upgraded to anything special. It just has your generic, it has the Kona fabrics, which are great. They're my favorite type of fabric. But it's more for like generic anime cosplays. Where in my area, at least, Hobby Lobby has a little bit more specialty. But I'm trying not to order too much fabrics, except for the ones that I used. That was the other type. How am I gonna do this, Nugget? What are we gonna do? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Shake the table. Alright. We will try to work around you, I guess. She loves hiding under blankets, so this will probably be like a good thing for her. But it could be a bad thing for me. Yes. There we go. You'll get it. But yeah, is anybody else working on anything? I know we have Seth and Aerith and Dark Vader, or well, Christmas Vader. I don't know how you classified it. Mary Vader. I need 2 of each of these. Eats another leaf. Eats another leaf. We're starting to get all the leaves falling. So she's been excited about that. Also, so the house has like 2 windows, but they're weird because it's a really old house. So it has these huge windows that slide up and down, but then it has another window on the inside that slides up and down. But that window then has like a gap, like an inch gap, and I end up getting all of these leaves that get stuck in between it, as well as bugs. And she flipped out because we ended up getting a praying mantis in there that was like that big. It was huge. And she was going nuts for it. Okay, bye. She's done. But yeah, so she's obsessing over it. I also end up getting butterflies stuck in there too. And I feel really bad because like I can't get them out unless I bring them in the house and then like try to not like yeah. Butterflies I'm fine. Praying mantis I'm not gonna touch. Had a whole bunch. Oh, I left them in the... Okay. I'll get that in a bit. Oh, and for those that are just showing up, I am currently working on a new cosplay, and this one is Lady Loki. We're doing it based off of a specific figurine, not the yes, not the Marvel one, like the girl one. This one's a specific arc one. I had to think about that for a second because I always get confused with DC and Marvel, and the Marvel's Rival game has actually really helped me because then I'm like, oh, these were in that specific game, so I remember, because I'm so bad at, like, just remembering those types of things. Oh, now you're gonna say I can't stream without the puzzle piece thing. TikTok really hates me today. Oh boy. It knew I woke up and wanted to stream today, and TikTok was like, no, we didn't want you to stream today. What are you talking about? Oh, that is a bad needle. Okay, I'm gonna get my other ones. I had these separate because they were working a lot better with my the other fabric for Dark Magician Girl. That's better. I do need to buy more needles, and then I need to buy new sewing machine needles as well. So. Okay. So now Instagram has a new thing. I'm apparently like all over the place with them not liking me. So Instagram just said I reached my copyright music limit, which I thought I was good on this music, so I don't know. We'll see. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Oh well. Calling him Christmas Vader? Okay. I like that more. How's working at Hobby Lobby for you going? I know you're starting to get into the start of the holiday season, because I'm sure y'all have all of the Halloween decorations out already. Yeah, plan for me today is cut out all of these fabric pieces. I might sew them later on, but I've not edited anything because of being sick, video-wise. So I really want to edit the vlog for the Retro South convention, and hopefully have that out by tomorrow. We'll see. If not, hopefully Sunday. But that, and then I need to get. I'm gonna do one horn for the helmet, and put it on the printer. So, see if I can get that going. What else? We need to go Home Depot and get the specific, it's not silicone, but it's like wall putty stuff. I don't know what it's called. But need to find that, and then if it doesn't rain, I would love to go and do a little walk outside. It's kind of my plans for the day. So, but yeah, No ideas for this weekend though. Oktoberfest though is starting, so might try to do that. Anybody else have anything they're wanting to do this weekend? You're gonna be like, I filmed that. I did see. So when I put all of the videos in Adobe Premiere Pro, so I haven't watched anything yet, but I did see there was like a whole clip of you talking to the camera. So I'll be interested in whatever you say, or if it's just check. But I know you don't want to be in it, so I won't put any anything of you in it, unless I do. Ooh, I could do like the blurred face and then like change your voice. So you're talking like this every time you say something. I think that would be funny, but I won't do that. Snacks with friends! Welcome on, how are you doing? Okay, that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this part. Wondering if you'd catch that. No, I like it. Alright, for vlogs and stuff. So, vlogs for me, it's honestly like, yes, I do it for the community to see, but it's really for me because I have such a fishbowl brain. I don't remember most of the conventions and stuff that I go to because I'm so busy all the time, and like, I have such a hard memory problem. Just remembering everyday things. And so it's kind of a way for me to look back, and once I see tiny little clip bits of things that I've done, everything comes flowing back into my head. Every single moment. So I remember it all again. But otherwise I don't remember it. Oh, it's you saying like and subscribe. Okay. Okay, one more piece for this one. Should be fine on this one. I just don't know why it was getting tracked, but you don't have Halloween merchandise at Hobby Lobby? We have like the fall pumpkins and stuff, no? Well, I guess because it's more of the religious store, it doesn't do the Halloween because of that. Maybe. Huh. I did find out though, my sister now works at Hobby Lobby. She does it full time. Oh, and you're both in Austin. That's funny. Actually, she's not, she's in, what's the area? There's Oak Hill, and then farther down that way, it's not Canyon Lake, is it? It's over by the water. Not like Austin downtown water, but like the cliffs and water. But yeah, she works full time there now. She just got it. is those. Oops. I'll fold this again. I always buy way too much fabric, but I'd rather that than less, because sometimes I'll like remake a thing completely. But I do end up keeping all of it and using it at some point, so. Okay. Partridge, Pokemon! How are you doing today? Also, how was the convention? You did, one in France, right? Or in somewhere over there, if I remember right. At your desk selling a dozen little goblin plushies, so me mostly lurking during the live stream. All good. You do have to share with us the goblin plushies though, so we can see it at some point. Why am I doing this? Work smarter. It was fun. It was a small convention, but really enjoyed it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I liked all the pictures that you were sharing of the cosplayers and things. Centauri Carbon 3D printer still working. Oh yeah, it's wonderful. I still use it all the time. I would say that it's my #1 recommended printer for somebody new getting into 3D printing for a FDM. Especially for the price point, because I believe that one was $300. And I used it for, not the white filament there, but like all of the, let me give you ideas. So this was all printed on it. So detail-wise, it's really nice. That one's probably the worst in terms of quality, but it's still really good in terms of detail. Because of the angle slope of the stair steps, but that's really easy to clean up. And same with that. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. But for larger pieces, I still use my Prusa, because that's what I purchased it for. It was more fine detail. It's not a, for the Prusa XL, not their other Prusas. The other Prusa's great still too, but in terms of the XL, I can't recommend that for hobbyists, only for professionals and industrial people that are maybe making huge pieces and need that multi-filament one. But in terms of multi-filament, it is the best I've used personally so far. So, with the least mess. Ooh, this fabric flays so bad. It's gonna be fun. You have fall stuff, just no ghost spiders. Yeah, It's been cool though to see, so I've been doing polls on my Instagram stories to kind of get an idea of what cosplays the community wants me to make more. Like, I have in my head what I want to make, and everything that I've shared was on my list of what I would like to make one day at different times. But to see what the community is most excited for is why I do it. And sometimes, actually a lot of times, that has influenced my decision of when I make something. I might do something sooner than later based off of that. Which, so far the Ange woman, I know I mispronounced her name, from Digimon. Everybody is really interested in that one. So that one might get pushed up sooner rather than later. Also, I've had a lot of people asking for a basic wing harness for multiple wings instead of just the 2. Okay. That's that. And then I need to pin it. So we're going to pin it this way. Welcome back, Nami. It's great to vote on which cosplay I'll make. Yeah. Doesn't mean necessarily I will do all of whatever wins right away, but it does help. Especially for the cosplay community builds that I do. That really helps for me knowing, like, oh, okay, so y'all are a lot more interested in this one. And then I do read the DMs even if I don't respond to them, where people will say, like, they really want to make this cosplay or whatever, and they want to use my patterns or see how I make it kind of thing. So it helps. I was surprised how many people want the Mercy again. Mercy has... I would love to do another Mercy cosplay. But at this point, there is so many new Mercy skins coming out. And so it's kind of like... I liked how it used to be more... The skins felt more special because they didn't come out every single week. I get it makes a lot more money for Blizzard for having new skins, doing collaborations. Like, they just did a Persona 5 one, or I think it's 5, I don't know. And Mercy's in the, whatever the character with the blonde pigtails and the red latex suit. It seems a little weird, but whatever. But yeah, they don't seem, from my point of view, as special for wanting to make. So, yeah, I don't know the characters either. I've never played the games. I wasn't interested in it. Even though that's, I would say Persona is also one of the #1 requested cosplays people want me to make. But it's hard. I have to do a fine balance of, I want to make characters that I am interested in and I like. But then there is a bit where it's like sometimes because of community builds, or like cosplay community builds of me doing, it's kind of like, well, the community really wants this. So I do have to kind of think about that as well, of like, well, maybe. So yeah. Hi, Yuki. But yeah, I really liked the Gundam Mercy skin that just came out, but then it was like a week later, it was another skin, and then another, and another, and it's like, oh, okay. Lunch Queen, your Moxie were your most recent votes, but I also know you want to make, yeah.
Hi, Bree girl. Come here. Oh, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi?
I feel litter on your butt. Yeah? Do you got some litter butt?
Let me see.
Yeah, you do. Just a little bit. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Pretty girl. You got wet face too. You do. You got wet face. Pretty girl. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're like, why are you talking? It's too early. It's too early. I'm the princess. Yeah. So. Hi Vickies, welcome on. Happy Friday. So happy. So happy. Yeah. I got some nosy piece. Talking too much. Talking too much. Yeah. Pretty girl. Oh, I know. You want to go and eat the pins and steal them because that's your favorite thing. She loves stealing all my pins. Oh. I love you. Okay. You can go down. It's like, I don't want to be here. I want to do this. Okay. First one's done. Let's put this into the side. Excuse me. Cheers, guys. Alright. To the next ones.
Write it down.
Alright, Judge, thank you for the remember of 24 months. Happy 2 years. I will write it down. And I got a new booklet. I got a new booklet. Yee. My little notes. Remember. Got it. Thank you. Alrighty. Eventually I need to do like Nami emotes or whatever. My arm is like all wet because of Yuki being wet. So she's a water cat. She loves drinking water out of the sink, and we have a constant running water fountain for her. But she likes to, like, it's one that has like a spout like that, and then the water comes down, and she loves just sticking her head under it. Not drinking like that, just she puts her head in and gets cool. So she tends to come over and she'll just have her whole head soaking wet, which is what she had there. So, alrighty. paper cut. Okay. My poor nose. It's so itchy. I feel so productive since I'm streaming so early today.
Which part are you crafting right now? So these, if you see the image here, that's the character
That we're doing it based off of. It's a statue for Lady Loki. And then these fabric parts are the skirts. She has one flap in the front and then two that are here and here. So, and this one's one of the side back ones. And we assembled earlier on the patterns for the belt as well, but I don't plan on cutting those out on stream because I want to do them out of leather. Okay. Boop. Done. And then we will pin them, and then we have one more after that. So yeah. But I am excited about this one, so. Yep, female version. So I wanted this one to be more of, if you remember my female Thor, the Jane Foster version one, how I did it. That one was also based off of a statue, like a figurine. And it was more on the, how I did it was more on like all of the belts and stuff were leather. There was more weathering throughout the costume. The armor had more details and more kind of shading and things. And it looked more Viking and less, it looked more realistic. So like, I was gonna say more European than American, is the best way I can terminology it, but I don't know if that makes sense. But that's kind of the version that I intend to do for this female Loki version. Hi, you. Welcome back. Oh, you gonna lay on the paper? Okay. Oh, and Nami. They're gonna get in a fight. She's ready to fight. She's like, I'm upside down, I'm ready. Like, she's like, ugh. Yeah? Yeah? Silly. Silly. Good girl. And then that one giving herself a bath. There might be an attack soon. Let's see. Let's see. I know. Yes. Hi. Silly kitties. Okay. There was not an attack. Normally it's Nami that's the instigator. So Yuki will be laying around somewhere and then Nami will come and, or Yuki will come over to Nami. And it starts with a bath. So Yuki will give Nami a bath. Nami doesn't give Yuki a bath ever. And then Nami will be like, still start kind of hitting her, and then they'll do the like backwards, like the yin yang, and then they just lay sideways and rabbit feet each other's faces. It's so funny. I just have to be careful not to run them over. Write it down! Yeah, Real, thank you for the 43 months. I appreciate it. Of a legendary supporter. I will write it down. Alrighty. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how long this cosplay, like in general, it will take me working days 2 weeks to finish this cosplay. But it's probably gonna be over the course of like a month just because of still not 100%, and I've been going really slow lately. And then I do have family coming. So my sister, who I haven't talked to or seen in over 3 or 4 years, she's coming the first weekend in October. Or no, sorry. I have a wedding I have to go to the first week in October. And then she's coming the second week in October. And then I believe my mom comes like the first week in November or something. I don't know. It's a lot of family. So. Sorry. But yeah, so trying to do stuff here and there. And then before I went to the convention, I was helping one of our friends. He ended up getting stationed here. And so we had like 2 days to find him a place and then help him, and so that was a lot of fun. A lot of spreadsheets for me. I actually really enjoy it, but it was a lot of work. So that pushed things back for making costumes as well. But the next, I didn't update the scrolly thing. Oh well. I knew I forgot something. This next side project that I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna try to do 4 basic hat patterns. So yeah, that's been another one of people that have been interested, and I have plans on a baseball hat, a pirate hat, those for sure, and then I'm still trying to figure out 2 other ones. So. And I plan on doing a bunch in the future. Just this is kind of what I have right now. And one day I need to finish the breastplate patterns. So yeah, with the fabric right now, I'm pinning them inside out along the edge, but I'm leaving the top open. The plan will be to sew it on the 3 corners with a single stitch, and then I'll go over with an overcast stitch, since it does seem to be fraying quite a bit. And then I will flip it inside out, and then I'll iron it flat, and then I'll do a final little bit, which I should have ironed it before I pinned it, but I can't really be bothered right now. So yeah.
Write it down.
Adam, thank you for the legendary support of 44 months. I believe you have the highest. So yes, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I know, up early today. No, I always wake up at like, I want to say 8:30, just because I try to balance so I'm not in the way in the morning for my spouse, but yeah. Just up for streaming early. So yeah. Wizard hat and a sombrero. Yeah. That could be cool. I'd have to look at a sombrero. Like, I have it in my head, but I don't have it 100% of what it is. I don't know. Okay, this one is done, so we'll put it to the side, and then we've got one more. Try not to run over the dead kitty. Make her roadkill even more. She's just a happy little nugget. She always lays like that. I know people laugh and like, they think I catch her at funny moments, but no, that's just her. She just lays on her back. She's a little roly-poly that likes to roll around everywhere. Have you figured out a Halloween costume for your son yet, Adam? Oh, also, big question. Okay, so I am considering changing the sides of my cosplay prints. So not patterns, but like the pictures of me in a cosplay. And specifically for new Rolly Cat, yeah. Specifically for Adam, because I know you like prints a lot. Or anybody else that collects prints or whatever. The current size I do is 8 by 12. I like the size, but pricing has gotten a little extreme with the company that I normally get it from. So I am considering getting my own printer just because I actually don't have a color printer and I want one, and I use a bunch of, I need it for a bunch of other stuff. So I was kind of considering doing my own prints, but forget that part. But would y'all care if I change the size of my prints? And if so, like, I don't want to do just a normal 8.5 by 11. I don't want to do like it's a printer paper kind of thing. But if you could do other sizes, would y'all be interested in that? Or do you still want the 8 by 12 and I can just cut it to size kind of thing? Or just indifferent? Does anybody have any opinions? Yeah, you know, we're getting close to Halloween a little bit. So if you're ordering something, maybe you might want to think about it. That did not want to cut there. Why are you... I need to find more of my blades. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna look. I don't know if I have more for this one or not. It was one of those that I was given a long time ago from a sponsor. And I just never changed it. realize I had so many plates. Like nervous putting my hand in here because it's just like sharps. I don't think I have a replacement. I know, you're all excited. I'm sorry. You're so excited. I have little mushrooms too. I thought these would be great for helping to make patterns for, but I've yet to use them. You don't eat in there. You don't. My little marshmallow. You don't. I know. Mwah. I love you. Thank you. And there's Nami. Yeah. Come on. Pretty girl. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it. At the end of the day, you're fine with what works best for you. I do have quite the stack of 8x12s. I was actually looking through them the other day. I forgot about the hollow one. Yeah! Those were the original ones that I started off with. I really liked all of those, but then the same printer ended up, they got so expensive. Hi, Yummy. Alright, finish cutting this. And then to pin them. Sorry, I didn't realize I had this out of the way again. Definitely getting hungry though. Reminder, iron your stuff before you cut. You'll have better results. Sewing your own's A2 was an awesome shoot. So many beautiful casual. Yeah. You have like all the collector ones. Since I don't do any of that now. One of the beads came out of that. This one, they all have like a hole in them, so all of the beads slowly come out. One day I need to go and close them again. I've been, for lunch, so I've been trying to change my diet because of the endometriosis. And one of them is like changing and doing gluten-free stuff. So I've been trying to do that now. Which I actually don't mind the taste of gluten-free stuff. Like, I have no pain when I eat it now. So it's kind of amazing. Which is weird if somebody doesn't have endometriosis, they don't understand that. But yeah. And so for lunch, I've been doing the endometriosis bread, or sorry, gluten-free bread. And then I do, it's, I think, Italian pastrami, or it's like super, super thinly cut meat. I do 2 slices of that. And then mozzarella cheese, because that's the better of the cheeses for me. Still not great, but at least has something. And then I do 2 slices of tomato. I have a bunch of baby, what's it called? It's some greens or something. So I'm trying to have more greens in my diet because I'm a meat eater and I don't eat vegetables too much. So I'm trying to do that, and then we found like some type of, it's like a lemon garlic spread thing, so I at least have a little bit more flavor on the sandwiches. So that's what I've been doing every day, and it's been very nice. It hasn't had, like, I'm not having too many issues with it, thank goodness. So limited time exclusives, we'll call them. Got them before they go into the vault forever. Oh, okay. I guess TikTok ended because I lost power on that. So I timed this out perfectly. For what I wanted to get done on stream, I accomplished all of that. And then now I can go and do my lunch, and then afterwards I can work on the helm, the horn, because it doesn't need to be recatted. I just need to add some towers, support towers, but into the actual CAD, and that'll help it because the support ones that are generated aren't like a solid one because they're designed to easily break off of the piece. So I need to have a permanent one that I have to cut off, and I think that should help. And then I'm going to add a few more support spots, and then I'll do a test print with that, and if it works then I'll do the second one. But that's what I planned on this afternoon, and doing some of the other stuff. But anyway, that is gonna be it for me today. We did an early stream, and then we did a short stream as well. I am feeling a lot better, but I'm still not 100%, and I don't want to push it. So I can definitely feel the more I've been talking, this is the most I've talked in a long time. I can feel the pressure here. So I'm gonna go make lunch. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching the stream today. I hope you have welcome to the community. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Also, thank you to Archage, Malky, Real, and Adam for the re-subs, or remembers, sorry. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. So, much love. And I will go to this one.